Once upon a time, Mary was doing her drawers, and an angel showed up.
A woman named Mary, an angel came to her and said, "You're going to have a baby named Jesus."
And then they were so afraid.
Okay, so imagine you're Mary and you're just doing the dishes in your kitchen, wiping the counter, and then an angel just appears in your kitchen. How would you feel? You'd be pretty scared, and Mary was. So then the angel says, "Mary, you're going to have a son, and his name is going to be Jesus, and he's going to be the Son of God." And if it might just be me, but I think that Mary was probably like, "What are you talking about?"
Mary was afraid, and the angel told her to that God's will was that she'd have a baby born named Jesus.
And he's like, "Don't be afraid. You're highly favored by God." And she's like, "Well, that's probably a good thing." What? And then he just disappears.
And she said, "Okay, I'll do that." Jesus, I was born in a shepherd house full of dirty animals. And a king in their town says, "You will have to go where your ancestors or your family was born." And it was Joseph and Mary had to ride on a donkey because she was pregnant.
Okay, so imagine Mary on a donkey. Joseph is leading them to Bethlehem. She's very pregnant, about to give birth to a son named Jesus. They take a very long time to get to Bethlehem.
Mary was pregnant, but the donkey was really slow.
They needed a place to stay for the night, so they were going around, banging on all the doors of the hotels, the motels, and they even went down to the little inn to see if any rooms were open. But nothing, absolutely nothing was open. But they needed shelter so that they had somewhere to stay while Mary gave birth. Only place they could find was a stable that had animals in it. So that night, Mary gave birth to a baby boy, and like Gabriel said, she named him Jesus, wrapped him in cloth so he could stay warm, and put him in a manger that had hay in it.
The next day, there were shepherds watching their sheep in the night, and a big angel came and told them, "You must go visit the new baby born." More angels appeared and said something.
Jesus is Christ the Lord, and would be wrapped in cloth and in a manger. And then a host of angels came and sang glory to God.
There were some shepherds, I don't know how many, maybe like 5 shepherds out in the fields tending to their flock of sheep one night.
Shepherds are lower than pigs. We're filthy animals. What is that? A sign from God?
Suddenly, out of nowhere, an angel appears in the sky. Very bright, so it almost looks like day. And just like Mary, they were totally shocked. And they were like, they probably thought they were hallucinating. Like, who thinks they're going to see an angel? And then the angel says, "Hey, shepherds, hey, you guys, yeah. There was a baby that was just born in Bethlehem in the town." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" So then a whole host of angels, a bunch of angels come. And they start singing, "Glory to God in the highest, and peace to all of those people on earth." And they're like, well, if a whole host of angels is going to come tell us this good news, it's probably pretty important.
God is using us, dirty shepherds, to do his work. Quick, we must tell Mary. We must tell Mary the news. God.
The shepherds came to Bethlehem to see Jesus.
They start sharing the good news that a baby, the Messiah, has been born. And everyone is like totally amazed. Like, they've been promised this for generations and generations. And now it's true.
And there was wise men that heard about the baby, and they were going to visit them too.
The wise men followed the star, and then the king got really mad.
And there was a king, Herod, and he told some wise men that he wanted to, once you find that baby, you should tell them, so I want to worship him, but he actually wanted to hurt the baby.
A new king will be born tonight. Where is he? Look, there's a star. Maybe he's there. Let's go.
The Magi came into Jerusalem, asking everyone where the King of the Jews had been born.
Let's go to Jerusalem. That's where the new king must be. Your Majesty, a new king was born tonight. May we see him.
The wise men arrived in Jerusalem, wondering where the baby was. And Herod heard and got very upset.
What? There is no new king. I am the only king. Whoever you are talking about is not here.
King Herod heard the Magi say what happened, so he met with them separately and told them, "Go to Bethlehem and find him and call me right away if you do."
There is the new king. We have found him.
They went to go find the baby, and there was a star reflecting on his house. And they gave him gold, they gave him frankincense, and they gave him myrrh.
They decided to listen to what God had told them in the dream.
Jesus, and they did not tell the king where they were.
And they returned to their country and home and stuff by a different route so that baby Jesus was not harmed.
As the angel said, "Peace on earth and goodwill toward every last one of you." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men."